Hello, I'm going to walk you through how this knowledge dashboard works. So once you set it up, it will automatically create a daily reading list for you just in this daily read area. And so what you'll see is a list of publications that you want to read, and you can just then click on this link here and it'll take you there. If you have set up any tags, they'll show, and also show you the frequency. And basically once you've finished reading that, all you need to do is click done and it will go off your reading list, and then you won't see it until the next time that you set this frequency for. So that was set for daily, so you won't see that till tomorrow, and then it'll pop back up and you can then check it again. And so how this works is there's actually a database behind there. So you can see a link to it here. And whatever you do, don't delete this section here, because then you'll delete the database. But there's actually a link to here. It's called News Sources. You can actually link to it off the Daily Read section here, or in instructions you can click on it too. And this is where you set it all up. Now there's detailed instructions here that goes to exactly what you need to do to set up this database. And once you've read it and once you're clear what to do, you can actually hide it by clicking on this hide description. And you can get back to it anytime just by clicking on show description. So we'll do that again and click on that so we can see it now. So the first thing to do is actually add a publication name. And so let's choose a newspaper, and then put in the URL. And then you need to choose what frequency. So you've got daily, weekly, fortnightly, and monthly. Don't make any changes to this section here, because that's actually it. The formulas need this, so don't change these unless you know what you're doing. So it's a newspaper, so I'm going to choose daily. And then you can also add some tags to it if you want. So I've just got a few here, and it's very easy to edit. If you just go to tags and you click on edit property, you can remove tags, go delete, you can change their colors, you can add more tags. And there's a section just if you want to put any notes. This doesn't actually show up on your dashboard. It's more just if you want to make notes for your for this list. Ignore that done column, because that's what you check off once you've read it on the dashboard, so you can ignore that. And then the date here actually just shows the date that you've last checked off this done. So it's basically the last read date, last time that this publication was read. And then this is where the magic happens. There's a formula here that will calculate the next read day, next day that the item is ready for you to read, and that's basically what populates the dashboard, is that when that date becomes today, it shows up on your dashboard. So basically, if you have something that's weekly and you've clicked done, it will then choose a date that's 1 week from today. So now one other thing about this is that if you want something to show up on your dashboard, you need to click on this featured list, right? And so at the moment we've set this up, and if we click back onto the dashboard, it's not showing up. So we need to go back to our news sources and we need to click on featured. Having said that, when you create a new item, it automatically puts the date as today, which sets the next read date, if it's set as daily, as tomorrow. So you actually still won't see that on the knowledge dashboard, because it's set for showing up tomorrow. If you really do want to see it today, then what you can actually do is adjust the date here and put it back to yesterday. And then see, this automatically becomes today. So if we click back onto the knowledge dashboard, it shows here. And then when you click on it and you say, yep, I've read this, there's an automation here, so it takes a few seconds, but it does filter out. And when you go back to news sources, you can see it's actually set it that it was read today, which means it goes, okay, what's the frequency? You want to see it every day, so we'll show it to you tomorrow. And so do not touch this next read day because it's actually a formula. You can't really do anything to it anyway, but there's the formula. But what you can do is you can adjust the read date, the date on which the system thinks that your item was last read. So, and this can then help you, like if you want to see something earlier or later. So, for example, you're like, actually, I really don't want to read any newspapers for 2 weeks. I'm on holidays and I don't care about the news. You could actually set that to 2 weeks from now, and then it actually won't, it will show the day after whatever date you put there. So actually, if you want it to be 2 weeks, then do it one day before 2 weeks. And so yeah, so you can adjust that if you want. And also if you've like accidentally clicked done and you like on the knowledge dashboard and you actually haven't read it, you can come back and you can adjust that date as well too. And this featured list means that, if you just, for whatever reason, you want to take a break from a publication, you can also uncheck it and then it will disappear off your knowledge dashboard. So one last thing about the dashboard is there's a space for you to put your knowledge goals. So you can be really intentional about curating and using your knowledge dashboard.